Grading your Pokemon cards could double, triple, or even quadruple their value. With the hobby exploding in popularity lately, people have been waiting months to get their cards graded. The wait time for PSA as of April 2025 is 65 days minimum, and that's from when they receive the cards. With the rise of alternative grading companies like Ace and Tag, I thought it would be a good time to make a video on the current state of card grading. So, having been a massive Pokemon fan since I was young, I, along with many others, have just recently got into the Pokemon card hobby. Getting into the hobby, I picked up on a lot of stuff, but the grading aspect really grabbed my attention. The chance to exponentially increase the value of your cards by getting them ranked out of 10 based on their edges, centering, and corners. Seems too good to be true, right? At first I thought, great, I'll send all my cards off to get graded. But as I looked deeper, I realised there are some serious issues with the state of card grading right now. Let's start with easily the biggest card grading company, PSA, also known as Professional Sports Authenticator. If you want to get your cards graded with PSA, it will cost you around $25, and that's per card, by the way. Unless you're sending in a minimum of 20 cards and you're a part of the PSA Collectors Club, which is another $149 a year. So say you've paid your $25 and you've sent your cards off to get graded with PSA. I'm sure you're super excited to get them back. Maybe it'll be a week, maybe a month if they're busy, right? Well, no. Currently the wait time for PSA is around 65 days minimum. That's from when they receive the card, so you could be easily talking about 3 months. That is, unless you want to pay expedited grading fees that will run you anywhere between $15 and $125. Again, that's per card. But now 3 months have passed and you've got a notification. Congratulations, your card got a 10.
Now you owe us more money.
That's right, if the graded card value is higher than the insured value on the tier you pick, then you'll be hit with a nice little surcharge. And don't even get me started on consistency. With the rising popularity of grading, PSA has had to bring in more and more graders. But with that, people have started to notice inconsistencies with the grades being given out. Cards which have been given a 9 have been cracked and resubmitted only to be given a 10. And because of all these issues with PSA, people have been looking at alternative grading services. So Ace has been around for a few years now and is arguably the go-to grading company for people based in the UK. Their big selling point is the custom labels which extend the artwork on the card. And I won't lie, I like them. Prices are less than PSA and turnaround times seem to be better. Their lower tiers have been closed for a while now, but as they've been clearing a lot of their backlog, limited spaces have been opening up. All of this seems like a far cry from where they were around Christmas though. People's main issue with Ace revolved around 2 things: their value in comparison to PSA and the break-in which happened around December 2024. Let's start with the break-in. On December 17th, 2024, a group of criminals targeted the Ace grading officers and stole thousands of pounds worth of customer cards. In the wake of this, public opinion and trust in Ace grading as a company shifted massively, as many people were not happy with the compensation they were given for their lost cards. Since then though, they've cracked down on security and they're growing massively, especially in the UK. Now let's move on to the new kid on the block and possibly the future of card grading. A possible future without the subjectivity of human graders. Tag is gaining a lot of popularity as the future of grading. The reason for this is that they use AI to grade their cards. The main selling point which is making Tag stand out to people is the fact that you get a full, comprehensive breakdown of why your card got the grade that it got. It shows high definition pictures and a detailed breakdown on your grade. Now if you remember, subjectivity is one of the main issues people had with PSA, which could be why Tag's getting so popular. This, as well as the decent pricing and good turnaround times, have meant Tag exploded in popularity in the last couple of months. However, that is not without controversy. Tag has received criticism for the strength of their slabs. Lots of videos have made the rounds showing how easy it is to snap Tag slabs straight in half, which set Tag back. With reports that they've increased the strength of their plastic, I'd keep an eye on the value of Tag slabs. They could end up on top. So here's the breakdown. If you're going to be grading your cards purely based on the value you can get out of them, then PSA is still on top. But not everyone is. I like to collect cards for the artwork, and personally for me, Ace is the way to go. I'm also based in the UK, so the submission process is much easier. I don't have to go through any third-party companies or worry about any tariffs on cards shipping to the US. The custom matching labels are a massive reason as well. You can tell they really care about the artwork at Ace. And Tag is a tough one. If the value rises to match PSA slabs, then they could be a really good alternative. And at least you can really trust the grade you get. I mean, they literally show you the reason you got marked down. To put it simply, PSA purely for value, ace for the artwork, and tag if you're wanting subjective grades. Thanks for watching.